Keeping in touch is certainly better than being told never to contact the buyer again. However, just imagine how the average salesperson's life would be different if, when he heard the buyer say no, he employed tactics to build a bridge straight back into the sale and another opportunity to ask for the business, with no uncomfortable pauses, no pushy or aggressive moves, no manipulative maneuvers. It can be done. The answer lies ahead. It's been proven successful by thousands of sales professionals who have already learned and employed the strategies here, and it all starts with the circle of persuasion. In fact, the sales process can and should continue after the buyer initially says no, and it quite often leads to yet another no. However, when properly handled, even a half-dozen no's from a potential client can be redirected and converted to a yes, without causing harm to the relationship that's being forged. When you learn how to properly re-engage a potential client after the initial no, you'll gain real confidence, and that confidence will show in your demeanor, winning over more clients than you have been doing thus far in your career. This is not a book about theory. It is an instruction manual. Listen to this program with a notebook and a pen. Give serious thought to how you can incorporate these strategies into your daily selling scenarios. Practice the nuances contained here, and then reap the rewards of a prosperous and fulfilling sales career. Tom Hopkins and Katt, Fall 2013. Section 1. The Buyer Says No. Chapter 1. The Buyer Said No. Well, Jim, that new equipment you showed me sure is nice, but unfortunately I'm just going to have to say no. We appreciate all the information you've shared with us, Mary, but we're not going to do this right now. Those are typical words and phrases salespeople hear all day long, every selling day. For average salespeople, those words signal defeat. The gut reaction experienced when hearing them is an immediate one of failure and rejection, something salespeople go through on a regular basis. In fact, since rejections are so common, it's a wonder that so few salespeople anticipate hearing them and prepare to deflect the negative feelings they can create. Most salespeople just accept those words and the feelings they generate as part of the selling game. How often you hear the words and phrases above will depend on your abilities and skills as a salesperson. But what you do and say after hearing them will make a world of difference in your closing ratio and in your personal bottom line. Getting to Yes. This is a book about yes, but the starting point is no. The truth of the matter in selling is that very few buyers will say yes the first time they're asked to own a product or service. Yet the irony is that most salespeople are willing to give up and accept rejection after hearing that first no. Think about how you feel, what you do, and what you say now when you read the words at the beginning of this chapter. Do you feel the physical effect of disappointment? It's that sinking, let-down feeling. It can be a tired feeling as your formerly pumped-up selling emotions trickle down the drain. Do you mentally stop closing and simply move into let's keep in touch mode, where you decide what to leave behind and what to pack away, then focus on your next meeting? Do you say, that's okay, I understand, or I'll touch back just in case you change your mind? That's how average salespeople respond. So the first question is, do you want to be average? Or do you want to encourage yourself to become better than that? Two key points to bear in mind. The first point of this book is to convince you not to give up on the sale too soon. There's still a whole lot of selling left to do after you hear the word no. The truth is, most no's are not dead ends, but simply forks in the road. As a sales professional, your job is to be well prepared to switch from your intended path to the sale to a new path that your buyer may choose for you. You must be flexible enough to keep the process moving toward your original destination. In short, the goal remains the same, even though the route may change.